Just an update. So we're back at work with the e46.
The BMW back out.
We didn't give up. Did not give up. We couldn't get a welder, so we decided to take this 30-day training period to learn how to weld and learn how and try to do the welds. But it was like, fuck it. Hans was like, fuck it, we'll do it live. And we got some fucking welds plated, some plates welded, I mean. As you can see, Hans came through and started welding things up. I've already cleaned everything. Everything's ready to go. But, you know, that's I did this initial weld here. Sealed this crack. Started welding this plate together. Hans came through, started welding this plate together. We got about 1, 2, 3, 4 more plates to weld. And we should be done. This is the guy.
Wow. Getting them in there. Plates are gonna get welded, finish welding. We just got some new welding wire for the machine. We're gonna finish up those welds.
We learned how to weld. It's not happening. He already knew how to weld. He was just playing fucking games.
No, it's a flexible weld. It's a little bit of spatterboard. He's gonna sit there and grind it out for me.
Yeah, that's what he wanted. I told him I don't care about beauty. I just want it to weld, and that's what I had to tell him the whole time. I was like, yo, can you just weld it ugly for me?
Welding it nice.
And it's nicer than what I expected. Effing guy. Well, we're getting it welded. Then we can fucking get all this thing put back together. We got just parts all painted, like, sitting around. It's already getting crazy. Utilities right there, my dear.
Yeah, let the glove go.
One right there. You see a glove over there, Pete?
Pete, the glove. The glove right here.
A bad one.
And the gun.
The gun. Ooh. Chill out. Oh, I need that light. Let me get that light bar.
Behind me?
Yeah, right there, P, on top of the heater.
The black and red tubo.
On top of the heater.
How did you have this thing set up over here? I brought this light over here.
Yeah, I had it like that. I'll go like this.
Oh, perfect. It's even better. This spray gun. Just these connections because they bent.
Yeah. No. This is the infinite splatter, guys. I got just a shovel over here.
Yep.
Yep. We're back in the front of the car.
Back at it again.
Yeah.
Got a little problems with the welder today. The house cable wire got a little too hot, so now we can't weld because you just don't get enough amperage to get a good penetration.
Welding has been put on pause for a day. I was working for the first hour or so. We're getting optimal heat. But after long periods of usage, I guess, you know, we blew the circuit a couple times, the wire started getting hot. It's just not giving us the power we need to get good fusion. So, since we got the valve cover and stuff, we're working on running in. So
tapped the bad hole that was there, so obviously you can see we're putting new studs in, so it'll be all studded again.
So that's what we did that off camera.
Yeah,
he actually tapped it in.
Yeah.
He tapped all these, you know, the ones that don't have the stud in there. You see, he just put these two back right now. This where the biggest leak was, right?
Yep. We're getting leaks into the oil, into the spark plug tube areas. That's because this stud was no good, so we put new ones there. We won't have that leak anymore. And we went with the upgraded aluminum valve cover instead of the plastic one.
So no cracking? Or
no cracking, no warping from plastic and metal.
You know, little vano system's a little dirty, but
we cleaned it up.
We're cleaning it up. It'll be a lot better. But we're gonna put the cover on now, right?
And put the valve cover on and get this thing closed up.
Yeah. Off camera, we went and cleaned up all the perimeter.
We got all the valve cover studs all put in. We retapped some holes, and we got all new valve cover bolts that have the rubber gasket around it to seal the edges of the valve cover through the actual stud area. Very critical. Most people don't change them. They leak a lot. So a couple bucks, get them. They're worth it.
So now we're gonna wrap this valve cover job.
Oh, we also forgot to tell you, instead of using the OEM plastic valve cover, we went with an aluminum valve cover. Some European 3-liter motors come with an aluminum valve cover, so we end up getting that instead of the plastic one, because from oil hitting the bottom of it likes to distort and leak. This will not leak because it's aluminum.
And we found more problems.
Take care of that vacuum. That's for the EGR valve here. So you would get a check engine light, because this valve over here is not opening the EGR valve in a cold start in the morning, which works with your secondary air. That will throw a code, and that will be a problem. That leads all the way along here to the back of the intake manifold to a solenoid under there.
And as you can see, there's the other culprit, and then back here there's another culprit, which now requires us to remove stuff on this side of the engine. Great.
Another thing we just have to do.
Great. Good job, BMW. Right now, we're installing the grounds. So we got
the new valve cover on with the new coil packs. Just hooking up all the grounds. All the bolts in and holds the coils down. It's a little hot out here today.
Yeah, it's hot. Good. This one here is still work in progress. I have a video I was doing on this one. We came into a hold. We're missing some pieces, so I couldn't finalize the video, but I'll throw a video up on the 95 Suburban soon, just to give you guys some more content. And on that range over there, we did some what we did on that thing on the range. Fuel pump filter, and the
transmission fluid service.
And the transmission fluid service. Yep.
Oil changes.
And some other stuff that you normally don't see a lot of on this range. You know, this is the HSE, right? You know, this is my everyday. And then my new baby, it's 95 Chevy Suburban in pristine condition. Look at that paint. Gotta put some more rubber strips on the bottom of that landing over there, but look at that thing. Nice aluminum valve, looking amazing. Almost done getting this thing assembled again. So we've got the new aluminum valve cover on. We got a new set of coil packs. Everything's on there. Next week what we're going to do is remove this air intake manifold, get underneath there, see where those vacuum hoses lead to, and nip that in the butt. And then hopefully we can return back to welding. Might need to get a generator, which Pacheco told us a great idea. Let's get a generator.
Need it.
Running its own power, 110, 80 amps. We can control all that. Take that with you. And finish welding those plates. But this is gonna wrap up the video, guys. From the e46 M build. Hans.
Finally got it done. Valve covers on, coil packs are in. Fire it up, just run good. Another service done.
Yep. Figure out this vacuum line and then we're good to go. Just bring this down. Nothing's in my way.